Hey everybody, it's Reezy. Welcome to the 9th installment of our Forever World series. I hope everybody's having a great day. Before we get into what massive project we are doing in today's episode, I wanted to take this opportunity and thank you guys for the continued support I've been receiving. I never thought I'd get this far into the journey, and that's simply because of you guys, so thank you so much again. Also, if you're new here and you like what you see in today's video, consider joining my journey by subscribing or engaging with me in the comment section. I'm always down on suggestions for how to improve. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, today's project is literally going to consume the whole episode, guys. It should be my biggest and best build yet, hopefully. And by the way, this still counts as me doing the intro in a different location. I've just been running out of spots to do it, so we're just chilling out in the cow pen at the moment. Alrighty, so when we were building the villager trading hall, we discovered a small cave that led to a skeleton spawner. So we're going to be turning that into an XP grinder to help mend our tools. Now we got mending on most of them. And it will act as a bone meal farm as well, technically. So I'm just on my way to the spawner now to show you guys where it is, just in case anyone hasn't seen it. And we're going to be explaining how we want to kind of turn it into a grinder and what we want to do with the whole build itself. Just need to kind of sneak out this wall here without the villagers following me. No, you don't, sir. Hello, Mr. Iron Golem. Okay, the skeleton spawner is just down here. We've dug out the box already where all the skeletons are going to be spawning. And I think I'm going to do what I did with the sugarcane farm. And we're going to kind of dig out the layout first so I can put my imagination to work. The whole general idea of what we're building down here, it's going to be like a catacombs area. And then we're going to make an entrance up onto the surface, and the surface entry is going to be a graveyard. Hopefully I'll be able to pull it all off in this episode, but yeah, like I mentioned earlier, it's definitely going to take most of the episode up. We need to build down here first so we know where to put the entrance, so let's get into clearing out this whole catacombs area, and we'll see you after that. Now that our layout is dug out, our imagination can really come to life for this whole catacomb area, but let me show you guys how this XP grinder is going to work first. Just ignore this hole in the wall here. This is how we get in and out at the moment, but yeah, the whole idea is the skeletons will spawn in this area, get pushed down the water current, up that bubble elevator, pushed again, and they will drop down in this area right here. So this is where we'll be killing off the skeletons, getting our XP to mend tools, and collecting bones in this chest here. And then we can move on. We'll probably set up a little storage area for all the excess items. This is where all the bones and arrows can be kept here. And then I've kind of created like a little hangout lounge area, so we can probably put an enchantment table down, a couple of beds, more storage. This is going to be the area where you hang out down in the catacombs. We can probably put like an exit at this point here because the entrance is probably going to be right here to get into here. I'm thinking we can use the new feature that we haven't really used before, and it's tinted glass, so we'll be able to see the whole area, be able to see the skeletons spawning in without light emitting through, so they should spawn in nicely. So I'm keen to try out the tinted glass for the first time. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty straightforward. We need to go get all the materials that we want to use to build this area, and I think I should have access to most of them already. We're going to go a deep slate tile pattern as our kind of main block for this area. I know we've been using a lot of deep slate, but this is probably going to be the second last build that we use a lot of deep slate in. We definitely need to venture out and gain access to other materials. But yeah, we haven't really used the deep slate tiles too much, so we're going to see how we can make it look like a catacomb area down in here. So yeah, let's head back up to the surface to gather everything. And I may as well show you guys while we're down here where we've been gathering all the deep slate. So at the very end of this archway here, you can see there's a mine shaft that goes down to deep slate level. So we've been digging around down there. And for those who have been with me from the start, we did make a little mine shaft area in episode 1. This is the main area that we've been using to go get deep slate. Just down here. I know I hit my head on the stairs on the way down, but I'm just too lazy to dig it out right now. And you can see it goes into like a one wide pathway all the way down to deep slate. So yeah, that's what we've been collecting most of the deep slate over all this time. Okay, let's check our deep slate stocks. I think this should be enough, but yet again, I'm really bad, as I mentioned before, I'm guessing how many materials I will need. So I might go back down to our mine shaft real quick, grab some more deep slate, and then head back to the spawner and decorate it all up and finish the whole bottom section off to show you guys. And just like that, the catacombs are complete, guys, which makes it the halfway point of this project build. And I think by the time it's done, it's definitely going to be my favorite build on this realm. I intentionally left some little details out of the time lapses as well, just so I can show you guys on this little review or showcase I'm about to do. So here we are hanging out in the little cozy room. Got an enchantment table set up with the level 30, smithing table, grindstone to do our disenchanting and whatnot. We turn around, we've got a nice little soul campfire here. Nice little cozy and warm position. Got a couple of beds here just in case, for whatever reason you're hanging out down here and people sleep. You can just hop into one of these 2 beds down here with some storage. We do have a bubble elevator here, so this will be our exit out of the catacombs. I know these aren't from the medieval times, guys, but they're just too good not to pass up, okay? So that's our little loophole for our medieval theme we got going on. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this build. We've got a little crafting table and a chest with a bunch of junk in the corner here that we'll get rid of. Probably add something in this corner, but yeah, I like the way it looks so far. As we exit out of the little cozy room, got a little storage set up here, which we're going to store our bones, arrows, any gear that the skeletons drop. I don't really like how these vines are growing on the glass, to be honest, so we'll probably get rid of them real quick. Wanted to make them stop here, but it looks like I'm not going to be able to control that. And as you can see, the skeletons are trying to shoot us, but they cannot. This is where you do all your XP grinding, mending of the tools, and also collecting the bones. So it's technically 3 farms in one, which I'm pretty happy about. Some nice little glow berries here just to light up the area. Wow. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to close that hole up at the top there. Yeah, we'll probably close that up if they can get to us. But yeah, where was I? Got this little glowberry here to make it look real nice. The tinted glass, which allows the light not to go through into the spawner area, and this is where we kind of drop down in the Catacombs area. Give me 2 secs while I clean up these skeletons and cover up this little hole, but as you can see, very efficient for XP. Now, so I believe they shouldn't be able to shoot us from this position because we can only see their legs. And the little hidden detail I wanted to leave out was this little bad bow right here. So for whatever reason we want to turn the spawner off, or somehow a mob gets stuck, we just flick this switch here and some redstone lamps turn on. And they deactivate the spawner, so that's a nice little feature I wanted to add in. But yeah, that's pretty much everything in terms of this part of the build, guys. So we'll just flick this switch and reactivate the spawner, leave it in action. And this is going to act as, you know, something for the community, not just myself. Like anyone else on this realm can definitely pop down here and use it to their free will. Like, I'm not going to keep this part to myself. So for anyone watching this video, the boys that are on the realm, feel free to pop down here and use this as you please. Now the next part of the build is to build the whole proper entranceway to this area. And as we mentioned before, it's going to be a graveyard up on the surface here. So this is where it's going to be located, not too far away from our main base. Just get out of the area for any sneaky little creepers, make sure they don't blow us up. But yeah, we need to build a graveyard in this location here. Right, the next step we need to do is some mass clearing of the trees around this area and a bit of terraforming to make the land nice and flat. But before we get into that, I do want to build something out of nether quartz for this build, which means we need to pop into the nether and gather up some nether quartz as this creeper is about to interrupt me. Oh my god, a mini zombie too. A bit of entertainment for you guys. Go away, creeper. Yeah, where was I? We want to build something out of nether quartz, which means we've got to go to the nether and stock up. So I'll be right back with you guys in one moment. Quartz have been gathered, guys, and I forgot to mention earlier, we have been playing around with something recently. Thought it'd be a bit of a surprise because I haven't really spoken about it at all, but let's hope this doesn't blow up my PC. We have been playing around with the shaders. This is the complimentary reimagined shader. It's probably one of the best ones in my opinion. So we've been playing around with this, trying to get the settings right. So we definitely want to record a future episode with shaders on for a whole time, and hopefully it doesn't lag out my recording too much. But yeah, they definitely look great. I'm just going to pop down into the catacombs actually with these shaders on, see what it looks like down here. Definitely gives a different type of vibe down here. It almost feels more ancient down here, like more, the place looks older, if that makes sense, with these shaders on. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about recording a future episode with shaders on for the whole time. So let me know what you guys think about that. Okay, time to get into the mass clearing out so we can build this graveyard. We've still got a fair amount to do. Let's get into it. Okay, that is all the deforestation and terraforming we're going to do for now, guys. It's pretty hard to judge how much land space I actually need, so I'll probably need to do some adjustments once the graveyard has been built. But I'm not going to give you guys an idea of how I'm going to build this. I'm just going to let these last few time lapses do the speaking for me, and we'll see you guys once the graveyard has pretty much been fully established. I hope you enjoy. I thought I'd stop the time-lapsing there, guys, because I feel like we've done so much time-lapsing episodes. So I'm going to switch it up a little bit. We're not exactly finished yet, but before I do the big reveal and showcase, there's a couple of things I want to take care of first. First of all, I just wanted to give credit to Poxbox for his entrance design. We tweaked it to our own ability a little bit, and then we used his crypt design as well. So yeah, credit to Poxbox. We'll leave a video down below of the design we use, so shout out to him. The second thing I wanted to take care of is it can't be a little graveyard without a grave, and we only have an idea to build one grave so far, because like I mentioned before, this graveyard isn't just for me, it's for the other players on this server as well. So like if they have a pet that dies and they want to give tribute to that pet, they're more than welcome to build a grave here, or they can kind of copy a design I've used. If they want, they can, yeah, do the idea I'm about to do here. So let's build up this grave real quick. And there we are, guys, a little grave has been built. I hope you're curious onto what its purpose is for, and it is actually for myself. So we've got a sign here somewhere. We have technically died 3 times on this server so far, so here it is, a little grave for myself to remind her that I've actually died on this server a couple times. So let's go ahead and put down the side. So Thievesy death counter. And we'll put a little 3. Yep, I reckon that's good enough, and night time is setting, so get a good idea of what the lighting looks like around here. There definitely still is some room to make some more graves around here for sure, like we could flatten out this little landscape. We've got this whole corner over here to work with as well, so yeah, there's definitely room for the other players on this server to come in, put graves in. They don't have to be as big as this, they can a little bit tiny, little hedgestone, but yeah, I thought we'd build a nice looking grave for ourselves. And hopefully this death counter doesn't increase anytime soon. But yeah, I believe we died twice in the first episode. I don't know if I showed both deaths, but I remember showing one of the deaths in the first episode. And then we died for a 3rd time to the Enderman in episode 5. Last on the to-do list is to put in a little pathway and link it up with our fortress that is just over there. I'm just going to sleep it off real quick so we don't get interrupted by too many mobs, and then we'll start the path off right in the entranceway here. Alright, first of all, some of this has got to go so we can actually make a legitimate path, and this is why we slept. Don't disturb me, please, sir. This mossy cobble is going to have to go as well. I don't want to keep some of that there so the path is a little bit windy, like we come out this direction, we come down here, should eventually link up to the graveyard. Yep. Oh no, Mr. Creeper. And there we are, guys. The path is complete. It leads all the way back to base. I don't know what to do about this area here. I definitely need to do some more terraforming, that's for sure. But I did want to deviate the path off down this way, and then we can make a path that leads to future builds down this way. But yeah, the cornering is very messy here at the moment, as you can see. I haven't even finished terraforming at the moment, but that will do for now. We'll put some dirt there off camera. And now for the big reveal tour. I'm going to chuck shaders on for this. Actually, hopefully it makes the graveyard look a little bit better. Let's go into free cam mode and just see the overall area from above. Still a bit boring for now. I definitely need to go adventuring and get some flowers to decorate this graveyard, I reckon, but I'm pretty happy with that. Probably should have made it a little bit bigger, but we do have a small community going for us, so I don't even know if any of the other players will actually use the graveyard for their own purpose, and we're yet to have a pet that's died, so it's definitely serving its purpose for now. And nice little addition to the surface. Don't have too much up here because half of our builds have been in the underground dwelling area. Yeah, I do like the look of that path. And we are expanding on the surface, so I'm happy with that as well. Alright, so obviously you guys have seen the little grave dedicated to ourselves. The crypt is where we access the catacombs and the skeleton XP farm, and this is just a little tool shed for the groundskeeper, I guess. Got some hose, a bunch of random items, a crossbow to fight off any intruders, I guess, and then he's got some shovels to dig the graves as well. You guys want me to build him a little caretaker house? We could definitely do that. Like, we could put it at the end here and build him a little caretaker hut. So let me know if you guys think that's a good little addition to the graveyard. Yeah, let's go down into the catacombs. We've already showed this off, but might as well head down there one more time. And here is the lovely catacombs area where you can get your XP, menu tools, and it's technically the bone meal farm as well. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick little inventory cleanup, and then there's actually one more little thing I want to take care of before we end this episode up, and it's a good little addition just in case this video hasn't gone for as long as I thought it would. So yeah, we'll be right back in a minute. Guys, when we're doing a clean out, we completely remembered that we forgot to add something to this graveyard, and it's a good thing that it's night time now because it'll really show and come to life. We had some firefly bushes on us, so we're going to add these around our grave, hopefully during the night. Makes it look very, very nice. We'll put one here. Now there'll be fireflies around our grave, look at that. They even made the cool little sound effects as well, so yeah, that's one little addition, and we definitely need to go get some like flowers out in the overworld at some stage as well, so we'll add that to our to-do list. Okay guys, when we went down into the cave system to do the trial chambers last episode, it kind of reminded us that we never fully explored that cave system, and I'm pretty sure I said I'll go back and do that one day, so that's gonna be the last mission for today's episode. And I'm going to take this opportunity just to kind of chill out and talk to you guys because I feel like I don't do that often enough. We're always doing time-lapsing and just cut commentary. So yeah, we're just going to do a little bit of live comm. Good practice for us. I'm going to see what this cave system looks like with the shader pack on as well. Yeah, that looks pretty amazing down there with the shader pack. We're definitely going to keep the shader pack on for all of next episode, and just let me know what you guys think. I'm happy to rotate between the two. Like, there's literally nothing wrong with basic default look of Minecraft in my opinion. Yeah, pretty much anything in that general direction is unexplored. Let's take the opportunity to go ahead. Head on over there and then we'll talk to you guys about a few things I wanted to cover. Sweet, so yeah, pretty much anything in that general direction is unexplored, so let's get into it. Okay, while we're walking around, the first thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is there will be a time that comes when I'll need a little bit more time than 2 weeks to produce an episode. So I do have some ideas for filler episodes that will be Minecraft videos, just not Forever World videos. So I probably will announce when I do need to produce a filler episode to you guys by making a... Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that will be the plan. That way you guys don't miss out on a video, and that just gives me some extra time to be able to produce what I want to produce. Hello, Mr. Creeper. I don't need... Oh my god, let's put on my shield so we don't die down here. We don't want to be adding another number to that death counter in the graveyard. I'm pretty short on some resources like redstone and gold, so we're definitely gonna be picking up the redstone and gold that we see. I also bought the 2 pickaxes because you mine deep slate with the silk touch, it just stays as deep slate and you can't craft it into anything else, so we'll try and mine the deep slate with our other pickaxe we bought here that and a little bit dangerous. And that's iron, so we don't even want that. Okay, second subject. Some diamonds. Hang on a minute. Can't say no to these diamonds. The second subject we wanted to mention is that in Australia, our local AFL, Aussie Rules Football Division, has started up, and it's a sport I enjoy, so I'm currently back playing Aussie Rules as footy, as we call it, and it just gives me an opportunity to socialise and also get some fitness. You know, there's a lot of running around in Aussie Rules, so yeah, gives a great opportunity to stay fit and healthy. Guys, this is either the biggest abandoned mineshaft in history, or there's another one that begins over here. I kind of don't feel like going through another abandoned mineshaft if that's what it is, so I'll off in this general direction, and holy mobs. Well, I guess give me a minute or two to fight all these off. Okay, quick little light up of this area, so no more. Oh, that's some dripstone. We actually need dripstone. It's a big W. Some more diamonds. You cannot say no to that. Got this time. Oh, that's a big vein of diamonds. Let's go. 9 diamonds so far, and we've got our fortune pickaxe back. Yeah, there's a good amount of dripstone here. We can farm all that up. Got a fortune pickaxe back at base that we can use to maximize all the diamonds that we found. There's also a third thing on my little list I wanted to talk about to you guys as well, and that was to mention before we really got into Minecraft and started making this series, is that we were a big Call of Duty player. Like I've literally played every single Call of Duty for the past 15 years. I think I purchased every single Call of Duty except for one in the past 15 years, and that was Ghost, by the way. It didn't live up to the hype, especially with Black Ops 2 around. But yeah, since we are a massive Call of Duty fan, I will be building something Call of Duty related at some stage, so stay tuned for that. I do already have the idea inside my head, but I really don't want to put any spoilers out there, because it is a big build and a massive project. So yeah, if you're into Call of Duty, stay tuned for that. That's definitely going to be one of the biggest episodes on the channel, I reckon. Keep forgetting I have this bow on me. We're going to use our Call of Duty sniper skills to finish off this skeleton. Let's take up some of this stone and dripstone rocks. Be able to make a little lava farm with this dripstone at some stage. Also, let me know if you guys are interested in this stuff. We just kind of chill out, talk to you guys live, do a lesser amount of cuts and whatnot. I feel like there's a good audience for this type of stuff too, especially the cave exploring and exploring new areas. More diamonds? Oh, just the one? Really? You can do me like that? Let's have another snipe off. Dude, man just 360'd me. Man just disrespected me. I can't handle that. More diamonds, let's go. I'm so far away from like the entrance of this place. It's unbelievable. These caves really do go on forever now. Oh, that's a good vein of diamonds again. I've also just run out of torches as well. Make some more and keep going, but like I'm pretty happy with the materials we gained so far. A good amount of gold. That redstone will turn into a good amount once we mine it. 16 blocks of diamonds. It was definitely a nice little exploration, and we still didn't do the whole cave system. It would probably go on for 1,000 blocks, let's be real. Caves just don't end anymore. And I think that's a good feature in Minecraft, to be honest. Let's use our fortune to mine up all the diamonds that we got in that little session. So off 18 blocks, we've got 31 diamonds. Let's add them to our collection. We've got more than a stack of diamonds now, considering we've still got 25 unmined deep slate diamond right there. Yeah guys, that's going to wrap up today's episode. I hope you like what we've built in this episode. Let's grab one last look while it's night time at this graveyard. Definitely think it adds life to the medieval themed area we're going with. Nice and close to the base, but look at that in the night. Very nice and well lit up. Once again, thank you for tuning into another episode, guys. I don't know if I've even showed that off before. But our doggy's on a little bed now and he's laying down, chilling out, having a good time. Yeah, thank you again for tuning in to another episode on the channel. Make sure you stick around for the next one. It's going to be a big episode in terms of progress on this service, so yeah, get excited for that one. I know I'm excited for episode 10, and what a milestone achievement it's going to be for us. I'm very excited to read what you guys think on the graveyard build, but other than that, we'll leave this episode here. See you in the next one, guys. Peace out.